I guess it still won't do it weird. Maybe when you do it live, you don't have to turn it. Okay, I have to wait till that song's over because I can't have that on the video. Plus, it's this professional singer. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get it.
Jeff, can you turn it down so she can do her videos?
I'm trying to see.
Well, she's trying, but you keep turning the TV up loud and playing stuff. I mean, just pretend like it's someone doing it for Declan.
Okay. Shoot fire. Okay, y'all. I'm hoping this is doing right, recording right. It won't let it record the way I normally do, but I'm trying to do it live, and it's just being a little cantankerous today. So, hi, y'all. Trying to see you now. So, happy Super Bowl Sunday, and I am live. And sorry I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, but I've just had a few little health issues going on. All right, so today we are going to do some cocktail weenies, some cheese dip, and a vegetable pizza. So I am going to turn you down, just bring you along live with me as we go ahead. I did a lot of prep work beforehand, but there's still more to do. So let me get you turned down so you can see. Okay, so over here in this pan, and while I was busy trying to work that, some of them got a little bit, I like them like this, but some people may not. But it's just some of these, they are called smoked sausage is what I bought, Smokies. They come, these are Oscar Mayer brand. They look like hot dogs, a little bigger. You can use that, you could use hot dogs, you could use the little Smokies, you know what I'm talking about. You could cut up some smoked sausages and use those. And these I'm just cutting in thirds. They're about the size of a hot dog. And then the reason I was trying to just cook them a little bit is I want to get that grease off. Now, some people will put them on to cook with the, you know, just the way they are without cooking them off a little because they don't mind the grease, but I like to get that grease off. And also, you could even do meatballs with what I'm going to do. So let me get the crock pot and show you what I'm going to do here. And I'm sure you've seen this 100 times before. You can walk behind me, Jeff. It won't bother me. Okay. We're going to take, this is a 30-ounce jar of grape jelly. They used to come 32 ounces, and I'd use about half a jar. So I am going to use probably a little bit more than a half. Now, if you don't want it very sweet, then you can use even less. And if you want real sweet, you can use the whole jar. It's just your preference of what you like, okay? Let me get that off there. All right. Put this up in a minute. I'm going to turn those hot dogs off, or sausage, I guess it is. Then we will take 2 cans of the chili sauce, the 12-ounce chili sauce. And just pour those in there. And I am running behind schedule. I should have started chopping up my veggies for the veggie pizza probably about a half hour before I did. But I guess there's no, quote, real schedule. So tonight, I don't think. Just when everybody gets hungry and wants to eat. So I'm at my daughter's house, and she's having a friend and her husband over. And, well, I guess the man is a friend of my son-in-law, so I guess just family friends, you could say. Now we want to mix this up as good as we can. Of course, that you'll have to chop up that grape jelly a little bit. Hey, y'all, I got a new tripod. I did. I finally got one. And so far, I like it. But I don't know what was going on when I was trying to go live, and I can't read everything real good. I don't know who you are. Want someone to give you $25, but goodbye, you need to go. I need to get me some moderators on here to stop comments like that when I'm live. So I'll probably just ignore them. No, I'm not making spaghetti right now. I'm making some cocktail weenies. And this is sauce for it, which has chili sauce and grape jelly. About 16 ounces of grape jelly and 24 ounces of chili sauce. Mix it up real good. We're going to go over here and put it in the crock pot, so hold on. And I am going to put that on high for probably a couple of hours. Okay, you want to do low for about 4 hours. Then I am going to just go over here. I'm going to take a spoon so I don't get the grease. And I'm going to put my, these Smokies in there. So let me get, and these were again, the Oscar Mayer Smokies. They're about the size of a hot dog, and I cut them in third of the fat hot dogs. And, or you could use the little Smokies or the meatballs or hot dogs cut up, smoked sausage cut up, anything like that you want. Got a slotted spoon. And I cook them off a little bit first to keep, so the grease isn't in there, but you don't have to. Countertop granite, no, there's actually not much grease in here. Put a lid on that. I don't know where it is. All right, so we got that one done. Okay, you like sausages? I do too. I like I'm not a big brats person, though. I'm not big on bratwurst. Okay, now we are going to now do a cheese dip in the crock pot. Oh, and these Smokies there, they were 14, so it's a total of 28 ounces. So, you know, roughly about 2 pounds. I can't get this out there.
No. Don't do it.
Stop. She told me stop. Oh. Well, I guess take someone smarter than I am to figure that out. It's that little bit dyslexia I have was acting up. Not fun to make fun of anyone dyslexic. I'm being honest. I have a little bit of dyslexia. So. Okay, y'all hear my grandkids in the background? Okay. Jeff, you can walk in front of the camera. It won't hurt.
Camera shy.
Oh, you're camera shy? Well, you're supposed to be the food tester tonight. Okay, I have 2 pounds of Velveeta cheese. I'm just cutting up in cubes. And throwing them in the crock pot. So how have y'all been? Hope y'all been good. I'm doing pretty good. Y'all know I broke that toe of mine in that. toe is still sore, my big toe, and my whole foot now is sore. So I guess maybe I have some arthritis going on with that. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, I don't like it. That's what takes so long cooking, is all that prep work we have to do. Oh, well, I guess the dog just got a chunk of cheese. That one went flying right to the floor, and she was standing there waiting on it. Weren't you, Coco? And she keeps standing saying, "Whoa, I hope she drops some more." But hey, why not? Velveeta is good. And I know it's not really cheese, people say, but it's still good. I love it. Now, you could make this with the store brand that's like Velveeta. And I used to make it all the time with the Aldi one. But the last time one of my daughters did, and I tasted it, and she and I agree there was something different that they did, and it didn't taste that good. Oh, I was going to tell you, on those cocktail weenies, the chili sauce, I leave my bottles turned up, and after a little bit, I'll go over there and put the rest in, because can you see how much there's left in that bottle after you turn it upside down and let it drain? And I'll stir that in. Okay, so next we're going to add 2 of these 10.5 ounces, I believe they are. No, just 10 ounces of the diced tomatoes and green chilies, otherwise known as Rotel. This is just the Aldi brand. So put that in there. We're going to put the lid on it and let it cook on high, probably about an hour. Then I'll check it, and I'll probably turn it down to low for about another hour or so, maybe 2 hours, okay? So let me move this stuff out of the way so I can set it over here. In fact, I may set it over here. Okay. Now, let's see if this is ready for the thing. Okay. Y'all hold on just a moment. My nose is trying to run. My allergies are acting up, so I'm going to wipe it and wash my hands, and then we'll get started with the next step. And did y'all see my apron, what it says? I love it. It says, I'm sorry, your opinion wasn't in the recipe. I saw that and I thought, oh, I really like that thing. So now we're going to work on, on the vegetable pizza. So first we're going to make the topping to put on it. And, oh, I never did see if we had cheddar cheese or not. Here we go. That'll be good. Okay, let me get a bowl to mix this stuff in. Okay, so you want 2 of the 8-ounce packages cream cheese. Now let me tell you what I did beforehand. I took 2 of the crescent rolls, you know, those refrigerator crescent rolls, and I took them and I pinched them together and spread them out on this sheet. It is 17 1/4 by 15-inch cookie sheet. You could use smaller or you could use larger, you know, it depends on how flat you want them or how thick you want them. And even if you had a bigger pan and you didn't want to do the full pan, just spread out as much as you want on that pan. Because the sauce isn't like spaghetti sauce. It's going to go rolling all over the place. But then I cooked it at 375 for about 8 minutes. 375 for about 8 minutes. Hey, honey, I need your mixer when you get a chance. Get this cream cheese open here. Okay, well, that came out pretty clean. Don't have to scrape it. Remember, if you have any left behind, you want to scrape it.
What did you say?
So who are y'all rooting for in this Super Bowl?
Toast?
Hi, how are you doing? You can just watch whenever you get a chance, honey. How's Minnesota doing? Is it cold?
You're not getting any toast.
You want a Coke? My little granddaughter's a little over a year old. She's hollering for Coke. I don't blame her. I love Coke. I drink Coke every day just about. And yes, I know it's not good for you. Okay. Of course, you know, I live in Missouri, so I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Woo, go Chiefs. Of course, being from, you know, farther south originally, my team's always Dallas, but I don't know, they just can't get their heads in the game to try to even win a Super Bowl. I think the last time was in the 90s they even got that far. Boy, back in my day, when I was a teenager, they were winning them all the time. And I was, you know, living in Mississippi, grew up there, and we'd watch them all the time. Okay, if you don't want to hear the noise from the mixer, you'll have to close your ears in a minute. Because next I am going to put in 1 package of the 1-ounce package of ranch seasoning. I usually will use dip mix, but I bought the seasoning by mistake. So just going to make do with the seasoning instead of the dip mix. Basically about the same. All right, now need about, let me see.
Not right now, just a minute, okay?
We want about 1 cup of mayonnaise. You had 6 inches of snow yesterday? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what, sweetheart? I'm glad it was you and it wasn't me. Oh, I know I shouldn't say that, but you know. Where I grew up, I mean, we only had snow every so often. Usually it was just a dusting. But you know what? Down there, like I grew up in Mississippi, about close to Memphis. And this year they ended up with like almost 10 inches of snow about a month ago. And I thought, wow. Now where I live, we'll get snow about once a year, and we'll get anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. And this year we got right at 6 or 7. When they got all that 10, we got about 6 or 7. But we had like 2 inches of ice under that, and that's what was so bad. And I'm sure glad I got, even with that broken toe, I would hobble out there and bring a load or 2 of wood in every day about the week before they said it was going to hit. so I can make sure I have plenty of wood to heat my house with. All right, so that's about a cup of mayonnaise. It's kind of a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? Then, if you don't want to hear the mixer, just close your ears a minute. I probably should have put this in a bigger bowl, but I'm not going to dirty up another one. I'm just going to take it slow. It's been a long time since I made one of these. I think the last time I made this was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I don't think I made one since my husband passed away. So, I used to make them when the kids were growing up. I would make it every New Year's Eve because we just did like a bunch of appetizer-like food. We'd always do like egg rolls, and I guess not appetizers, but egg rolls, crab rangoon, vegetable pizza, shrimp, cheese dip, and vegetable pizza and punch. Now I'm going to make a punch tonight too, and if we'll see what time it is and before we're done. If I get done too early, then I probably won't be doing the punch, but I can make a video of the punch and add it later. Yeah. Bump my speed up a little now. Just want to make sure that's mixed really, really, really good. All right, that looks good. Get those beaters out. Uh-oh. She's not happy about something all of a sudden. Give a stir through. Now let me taste a little bit of it. Tastes good. Let me wash my hands.
I'm not kidding you. What do you want? What do you want? You don't need any toast.
Okay.
Do you need a lunch roll? You want some turkey? Do you want some snacks?
Now you have to make sure your cream cheese is softened, so take it out a little bit beforehand so it can come to room temperature, okay? All right, so now the crescent roll we cooked, we'll just take this and spread it on there. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Seawolf. I'm making veggie pizza. And earlier, you may have missed it, but I was doing cocktail weenies in a crock pot, and also a Rotel cheese dip in the crock pot. You may already know how to do those. And I'm going live tonight because right now it's just a little bit easier. And I should have thought and posted it in the community page that I was going to go live, but my brain didn't go there. Hey, Dolly, maybe Mommy will give you some Coke with food tonight. She is hollering for a Coke, y'all. And her mom doesn't give her Cokes, but she's hollering. So, oh, toast? Oh, she wants some toast. Yeah, we're not quite ready to eat yet. All she ever wants to eat is toast. She loves toast with jelly. She'll eat 2 pieces in the mornings and holler for more. Hey, maybe Mommy will get it in a minute, baby girl. If not, Mammy will. You just hold on and have some patience.
I'm trying to talk here.
Your mommy's doing her work. Okay, now we'll just spread this out. So that was 2 things of cream cheese, a packet of ranch dip or seasoning mix, any brand, and then a cup of mayonnaise. Again, any brands on any of this. We'll just spread it all out there nice and even as we can get it. My daughter, she made, I should record her making it. Don't know if she would let me though. But she made us, she doing a s'mores dip in the crock pot, and then I can't remember everything her friend is bringing, but I know she's bringing chili.
Sliders.
Oh, and sliders. What kind of sliders?
I think it's the ham and cheese sliders.
Oh, ham and cheese
They're
sliders.
really-
That sounds good.
They're really good.
And we had a barbecue pork roast the other night.
It's the kind on the Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian bread kind. Yeah, that sounds good. But we had some. My daughter cooked a pork roast the other night, a barbecue pork roast, and so it has a little bit of it left over, so she put some of it in the little crock pot to heat up too. So we're going to have a feast tonight, you can tell.
Let me go get you some snacks, okay? I'll let you ready to drop in.
Hold on, y'all. I've got to shake my arm out a little. I have fibromyalgia. The last few days, it's really been flaring up and bothering me. So that just kind of makes everything on me hurt. So like this feels like I'm getting a workout, and there's really nothing to do in this, but it's the way my arm is feeling right now. You know, when my husband was living, and sometimes I'd get these attacks, he would have to get in there and help me stir and do different stuff. That's over here is not wanting to cover real good. See if I can do like that and dollop it on there, and that will help. There we go, we got that dollop and smooth there. Dollop it here. Try not to get that part. It was on my Band-Aid though, I'm not touching that part. It's clean Band-Aid, we just put it on a while ago because when I was chopping up the veggies, that knife nicked the, what do you call it, just barely nicked my finger, and it hadn't started to quite bleed yet, but I knew as soon as I put any pressure on it, it would. And sure enough, when we were putting the Band-Aid on, it decided it was going to try to bleed. Okay, that's about the best I think I can get it. I say that, and here I am still going, trying to fill in some weak spots I see. All right. Okay, now for the veggies that I cut up. In here I have some, and I may have too many, I may not use it all, but I cut up some cauliflower, some broccoli, some these orange peppers or yellow peppers, some red peppers, some green bell pepper, and then a little bit of red onion. I didn't do a lot of the red onion because, you know, some people don't like that onion. And normally I do green onions, but I had this red onion to use, so I'm using it. And then I have before also used carrots. I just didn't buy any. I guess I just forgot to buy any. But I will slice up carrots or shave them thin and put on there. And you can use any kind of vegetables you want. Mushrooms would be good. That's another good one. But most of my children love a veggie pizza. Not sure about my oldest one. She's a little picky. But most of my children loved vegetables, so we ate a lot of vegetables, so that might be why. My husband and I both liked vegetables, so since we both liked them, you know, we cooked them and the kids liked them. But some people just don't like them and aren't vegetable eaters, and that's okay because we are all different.
Definitely.
You know, a lot of people think I am crazy because I don't like coconut, but I grew up in a home where everybody ate coconut, but not me. My mom said when I was a little kid, I would spit it out and tell her it tasted like hair. I don't even like the smell of coconut. And sad thing is, I have cream I have to use on my legs when they hurt real bad. I buy this cream to use on them. That's the only thing basically that will work, and it has coconut in it. And it smells like coconut, but it works, so. Okay, I think this looks good, and then I'll have this put out in a little bowl if anybody else wants a little more on their pizza. Let me wash my hand off again. It's hard trying to see all the comments. Oh, okay. You make all sorts of dishes I've never heard of or seen, and you definitely go and definitely try some of it. Good luck with Chiefs tonight. That's right. Good luck, Chiefs. All right, then we will sprinkle some cheddar cheese on top. She only had the finely shredded already here because I forgot to buy any. And so that's what we're going with. I normally would get the regular shredded kind. And you can use any kind of cheese. You know, make this however you want it. Whatever veggies, whatever cheese. It's not a hard and fast rule that you have to do it exactly like I do it. I don't like when people say, you've got to do it exactly like this because, you know, I'm from the South and I have that little bit of a rebel spirit. My mother would tell you I have a lot of rebel spirit, but, and usually if somebody tells me I have to do something, I'm going to do just the opposite. The only time I ever listened to anyone do exactly what I was told was in the Army. And I didn't want to get sent to the brig, so. But other than that, nah, most people, I just did things my own way. All right, so there you go. A beautiful, beautiful veggie pizza. I think it's just so beautiful. So I will cover it, and I'm going to go check and put the rest of this sauce. Remember, I told you turn these upside down to get the rest of the stuff out. So I'm going to add it to the cocktail weenies. I'm going to go ahead and in a little while I'm going to stir my cheese dip. So if you missed any of it, please, after this post, you can go back and watch it. If you don't mind giving me you know, a thumbs up and like it, you know, press that like button, and if you wouldn't mind sharing, and if you've never subscribed, I would welcome that. And, you know, y'all listen, y'all have a wonderful evening, and some of you may be in church tonight, and that's wonderful. I don't think my daughter's church has church at night. I know my church doesn't. And while I'm here, will you pray for the people in my church and my community where I live? Because they have been hit really hard by flu. I think type flu A, but I'm not positive. I know I have a niece and her children have it now, and it's really sad. And my church was closed today. Of course, I wouldn't be going anyway since I'm at my daughter's. But we got a memo that church was closing because so many people, even the pastor, have the flu. And I know of another church in our community that closed for flu. And I think it was last week, the school in our school district was out for kids, so many kids with the flu. So just be praying for them, and y'all try to protect yourself as best as you can from the flu. So if you'll remember all of them in your prayers, I would sure like it. And I've heard of a 9-year-old little girl that died from the flu in Randleman, North Carolina. And then in Sherwood, Arkansas, which isn't far from where my son lives, there was a 16-year-old girl that died from the flu. So, it's really hitting hard this year. Oh, you've never made a veggie pizza? Oh, yeah, I'll try it. Oh, I think flu is going around everywhere, honestly. I really do. I'm hearing it's just really bad this year. I had that bronchitis and possible walking pneumonia there in December, and I tell you, it was awful, and I'm still kind of weak from it. So they never tested me to see if I had COVID or flu or anything else. He mainly just listened to my lungs, and they were swamped that day, so there were a lot of people sick and swamped that day, and gave me medicine. And so I may have had something else too going on that we don't know, because we still haven't got all my energy back, and that's been about, that was like right at Christmas time, so that's been over a month. Well, okay, hopefully I'll see y'all within a week instead of it being almost 2 weeks again. So I apologize, but I don't have much control over my health issues at times, okay? All right, y'all, listen, remember to always season your cooking with love and cook for those you love. All right, bye-bye.